Hello everybody, and welcome to Syutyaku Gakuen. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but fuck it, I don't care. This is a game where you go to school, and there's 3 people here, or 4 people, who are mentally stable, and you're mentally stable, and it's a very pleasant experience, probably, hopefully. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. I can always be together. Even years from now, I want to play with you. I won't let you go. I've heard those words somewhere. Like someone told me a long time ago. Who told me that? Oh. Maybe in primary school? Oh. Whoa! I'm leaning against the wall, having a hazy dream when I'm brought back to reality by a big jolt from the bus. Outside was the same mountain road as before I fell asleep, and everywhere I looked there was nothing but forest. It's a very long road. It must have at least been an hour since I got on. I looked around with blurry eyes and saw that there were no passengers. It's a direct bus, and it's the beginning of spring break. You can't go home until you graduate. What was in the school brochure seems to be true. As I was thinking about this, the bus slowly slowed down, and before I knew it, I was at the end of the line. Last stop is in front of the Obsession Academy. Please get off, so I don't forget anything. Wow. I swear to God, I thought this was a different kind of game. If this is just it's okay, you know what, Nate? I'll think about it. The automatic door opens. I'm carrying a bag of just the bare minimum of stuff in it. The rest is sent supposedly in advance. I walked out the bus, my body still battered from sitting for so long. The first thing I saw was a row of standing pink cherry trees, and beyond that, wait. Bigger than I thought it would be. Obsession Academy. The school. Fuck, I'm not doing this. The school I, Fukayasaki, will live from today. After graduating from a very ordinary junior high school, I chose the high school I was at just because it was close to home. Life there was, well, I didn't join any club activities, and there was nothing particularly exciting. I thought I would just go on with my ordinary high school life, but then at the beginning of February, a letter arrived at my house. A request to transfer to the Obsession Academy, a document with the name of a high school I didn't know at all. Private Obsession Academy, a high school deep in the mountain, a 2-hour train ride from my city, and another 1-hour bus ride. It has a high deviation score. Until you graduate, you live in a boarding school and cannot go out. No further information can be found in the search. It's a place shrouded in mystery anyway. The most surprising thing is that this is not something you can enroll in if you want. The government told me that I had to transfer compulsory. What? It didn't say anything specific about why. It just said that I should transfer to Obsession Academy in the second year. It was just printed in brief. What if I don't? If the government told us to do it, my parents and I couldn't go against it. Yeah, and the government would never steer you wrong. Saying goodbye to the students and teachers from my old high school, packing my bags and living in a boarding school. Everything happened so fast in the past 2 months. I need to check something. Wow! Okay, fine. Saying goodbye to the students and teachers from my old high school, packing my bags and living in a boarding school? Everything happened so fast for the past 2 months. Sorry about that. I had to leave and come back because I hit Windows and that sent the speed into hyperdrive. I think I went halfway through the game or something. I've come this far. Guess I have to go. I went under that big school gate and went inside, believing that what awaits me is a more stimulating and enjoyable school life than before. I doubt it, looking at that title screen. What in the doki doki bullshit? My name is Fukayasuke. It's nice to meet you. Without being able to come up with any witty words, I finished my self-introduction. What I could hear was sparse applause, but it didn't really bother me. Do people applaud? Now, Kaikai-kun, Please sit in that seat. The homeroom teacher instructed me to sit in the second seat from the entrance, at the very back. I headed there as quickly as my feet could, worried about the way my classmates were looking at me. Maybe it was because I had just moved to a new school. Or maybe this music, I can't take nothing seriously. Or maybe there was some other reason. I shouldn't be this way, but I just got through planes and like dark ass horror game, and now I'm doing this. It's kind of funny. But somehow, I wasn't afraid of those mini stairs. My fears were drowned out by the voice sitting next to me, who spoke to me as soon as I got to my seat. Hey, hey! Oh, you don't seem like the tab. Yikamaru, no! I turned my head to the side and see a classmate with long hair and a well-defined face, who looks like a schoolgirl for a moment, looking at me, and I'm thrilled. You? What? You look funny. Funny guy. What? I was taken aback, not expecting such words to come out of your mouth for someone who you've never spoken to before. Hey, it's a good introduction, if you don't think about it. Seeing my expression, the boys laughed. Sorry, I said it wrong. I don't look so angry. I meant it in a good way. You look ugly as shit, man. What do you mean by in a good way? Like, in the clown sense. You look funny. I'm humored by your mere appearance. I don't know. Your face? Or your eyes? You have different eyes from us. That's what I thought. I don't know adolescent pretentiousness. That's awful. I thought he graduated from that 3 years ago. He didn't seem to deny that he had been his adolescent pretentiousness. Anyway, I'm glad to see you seem kind of interested. I'm Nagami Yuki. I'm Yukimaru. I hope you'll be my best friend. Well, that's, introduction. Is this 3D rendered? It looks like a 3D rendered classroom. Particularly the shelf in the back gives me that kind of vibe. I'm sitting next to some strange fucker. I'm starting to feel uneasy about my life at this school since I got here. What is this? I've often seen scenes in manga where a crowd of people form around a transfer student, but they don't give a fuck about me. Unfortunately, there's nobody around me. Well, that's what real transfer students are like. Just as I was thinking, someone came in front of me. Ahead of my line of sight is a girl in uniform. Icon, right? I'm trying to think of a voice. You feel like that person would be very muted. As soon as she calls me by that name, my head is filled with a nostalgic feeling, and I involuntarily look up. At first, I didn't know who she was. I thought there was a girl with a pretty face. But step by step, that face overlaps with the girl I remember. A lot of exposition here. Mana? Tashibana Akia? That's a lot of stuff. I mentioned it, and she smiled and nodded. Yep, it's been a while. Back the fuck up. As soon as she finished saying it, she came up to me and she hugged me. How cute. I've always wanted to see ya. I'm so happy. Yay. The classroom starts to buzz at the moment. And all the angry glances from the boys that were directed at me. So sad. I just had to smile bitterly. This is the home economics room. This is the club room of the Home Economics Club and Doki Doki Economics Club. Oh, Icon, are you interested in cooking? If so, the Home Economics Club is always looking for members. No, I was joking. Don't do it. I'll think about it. I'm now being shown around the campus of the obsessive school with a female student hugging me in front of everyone watching. Wow. Earlier, before I was happy or nervous, I suddenly stood out in a weird way and I couldn't stop sweating cold sweat. C is Tashibana Akia. C was a classmate of mine in primary school. From what I remember, we got to know each other when I spoke to her when she was all alone. When I went to junior high school, I had to move out with my family, and that's when I separated from Akia. Nope, I'm a Viking. Damn, I don't want to leave. Oh, it's flashback stuff. No, I'm with Akon. I don't want to leave Akon. Mom, don't get no. Yeah. Damn, you were invested. Yo. Primary school's graduation ceremony. Akia was calling me out in a voice so loud that it echoed through the school. Damn, making a scene. As if she really hated being separated from me. I'm sure that won't come back to bite you at all. But both me and her were taken away by my parents. Your parents took her away too. And we were separated. And I never saw her again. Until now. I sometimes wondered how she's been doing since then. But we didn't exchange contact details, so I couldn't find out what she'd been up to. I may never see them again. I thought like that and forgot about it for a long time. I never expected to see you here. Huh? What's up, I? No, it's nothing. By the way, Tanibasha, can you call me Icon? Why? Icon is Icon, right? No, I'm a fucking skinwalker. And what do you call me by my surname? We used to call each other Icon and Manasha. I don't want to. I feel greasy saying that shit out loud. That was a long time ago, and we're already in high school, so I'll call you Tashibana. Very cool. Manashan. Tashi. Manashan. Kia. Alright, call me Akia then. Akia's pressure got the better of me, but I couldn't call him Manashan because I didn't want people to misunderstand me. I just want to live a fun school life without being too obvious. Yeah, the title screen, it's been great. By the way, looking back, why are you following me too? Hey, it's the fucker! There was Nagami, who was grinning in a really funny way. Got a really funny face. Well, I'm curious about you. Wait, I'm curious about you. No, I'm trying to get the Yikimaru voice. I'm curious about you. Because you're getting some early funny attention. I'm not only funny, also, I'm worried that I won't be able to have a peaceful relationship with the boys in my class. Akia is beautiful, kind, and a good cook. You were cooking in elementary? It seems like there were a lot of people targeting her. Maybe none of the boys would talk to her anymore. When he stared at her silently, Nagami started giggling again, amused. Hey Yuki, don't bully Hai. Not like that, it's just communication between guys, right? Right, buddy? Who's your buddy? I see. Well, I'm glad you made your first friend here, Hai. Don't trust her. Well, it was a relief that, for starts, I didn't seem to be in a situation where I didn't have anyone to talk to. Then, with Akia's guidance, I was able to get a general idea of the layout of the school. It's 5 stories high, and as spacious anyway. It feels like it could be extremely difficult moving classroom. So, I went up to the 4th floor and was walking along the corridor. Wow! Oh, suddenly someone bumps into you from behind and you almost fall over. Oh look, it's the person in the... on the fucking game icon, yeah. I turned around and a short female student falling on her bottom. The ribbon is blue, the color of a first year student. There's no blue ribbon, you liar. Are you okay? When I tried to reach out to her, she looked up at me with a very worried face. Sorry. She ran away as... She just ran away as if she was running away. It's like she was scared of me. I need to run away as if I'm running away. Hi! Are you okay? Are you hurt? There's a bandage, so if there's anything that hurts... It's okay, I'm not a child. Akia runs up to me, worrying about me as if she were my pet. That part hasn't changed either. Are you really okay? No, I'm bleeding out. I'm fine, so show me the other places. In the end, I went around the school building with Akia guiding me once again. But still wondering why the first year student ran away in such a hurry. She runs away as if she's running away. Everyone be careful on the way home. President, goodbye. It's after school. At the school gate, someone who looks like a school president says goodbye to the students. It's been a long day, but I've almost got a good understanding of the building on the grounds, as well as the inside of the school building. Gymnasium, club buildings, canteen. Not only that, there's also a small chapel and a recreation building where you can watch movies and play games. It's an amazing school. You should say thanks to Akia for letting you know that much about this place, Asuke. Yeah, I'm grateful to Akia. You didn't do anything special for me though. Akia, thank you so much for today, and I will look forward to working with you. Me too. I'm really happy to be in the same class with you and be living at school together. When's the murder gonna happen? This is corny. No, it's actually kind of pleasant. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, let's spend all our time together. God damn. Okay. She says a line that could sound like a confession, and your face turns a little red. She didn't notice me like that. Maybe she did though. And hung it up in the direction where the girls' dormitory would be. Finally. An emotional reunion with your childhood friend. School life together. Just imagining it makes you drool, doesn't it? I'm not drooling. But she really hasn't changed since primary schools. Has she always been like that? Towards me, yeah. She was more withdrawn and didn't talk to anyone but me at all. But she's changed. She's changed now. Are you lonely? Do you feel like burning her, monopolizing her? From there to growing to love? What the fuck you talking about? Became a pain in the ass, so I stopped listening to Nagami's words. Fuck, they got me in the same room? So, why are you coming to my dorm room? Oh, because I'm your roommate. Seriously? You kept quiet for so long because you wanted to see my surprised face. Well, it's nice to meet you from now on, Asake. Me too. I reluctantly took the hand that Nagami held out to me and shook it in frustration. Well, I'm tired of everything today, but I'm glad that the Obsession Academy is a fun place to be. I'm honored that you feel that way after day one. Nagami makes a happy face as he says this, as if he were the founder of the academy. But be careful. What? If you get swallowed up by the darkness of this school, you'll probably change too. Darkness? Swallowed? Yeah, we got like quizzes every day. We don't even get textbooks, we just have to listen to the professor. It sucks, man. I thought he was talking like he was an adolescent pretentiousness. But Nagami's expression in front of me somehow became serious, and it didn't look like he was joking. But he quickly reverted back to his original mocking smile. Don't worry about me. Get your stuff sorted. Nagami then sat down in her chair. I thought it was a guy. I think it is a guy. That was probably just a mistranslation. And I started his, or maybe there's more to this. I don't know. Like mingle. That was a joke after all. I don't think too much about what Nagami said and started to sort out my stuff. If I had delved deeper into the meaning of those words, perhaps my future would have been different. I sometimes find myself thinking about that, but it's too late now. Goddamn. Nope, it's that time already. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. With a languid greeting, the teacher leaves the classroom. I don't even know what languid means, but it sounds like something profound. And me, just sitting at my desk with my head in my hands. I never thought the level of teaching would be this high. 2 weeks after entering the school, I was at least surprised at my inability to keep up with studies. My previous high school wasn't that low, and so I was getting average marks. So I thought there'd be no problem at this obsession school. All the classes from arts to science were at a high level. In my experience, there was about twice as much content to memorize. And yet the students around me are listening to the classes like they can afford to. And I feel like I'm the only one being left behind. Will I be able to graduate properly? Well, I mean, it literally said you can't fucking leave until you graduate. Unintentionally, a weak sound comes out of my mouth. Are you okay? You look distressed at that. I don't know if she heard those whispered words, but Akia comes in front of me. Yep, I'm fine. I don't know what to say. Is something wrong? If I was in trouble, I can help you, so please don't hesitate to tell me. Can you do all my homework? No, it's just that I'm finding the classes a lot more difficult. When I said this, Akia looked at me with a slightly scowling face. You dumbass! Difficult? Yeah, it's harder than my old school. Maybe it's just me who thinks so. Nagami next to him also joins the conversation. No, I don't think it's that difficult. Nothing. If you listen to your teacher properly, you'll understand. Yeah, I just don't really understand either. The two of them say such things with such a straight face. Don't tell me I'm the one who's losing the most in terms of academic ability. They're gonna keep you in here until you're 36. The most important thing to remember is that you can't take a break from your work and go to the gym. No, but I is kinda cool, and you have lots of good qualities besides this. Like what? What good qualities? It's okay if you're a little dumb. That's not much encouragement. I'm sorry. Anyway, if there's something you don't understand, I'll explain it to you. So, do your best, okay? I want to graduate together with... Akia. Thank you. Then I'll take you up on the offer. Oh, that's no good, Akia. As I was about to take advantage of Akia's kindness and get some help with my studies, Nagami interrupted me. If Asuke keeps a line on you, he won't grow up to be a decent adult, right? Fucker, that's... tutors? So it's pointless if he doesn't study on his own. But I is in trouble. I'm saying this for Asuke's sake, you know? If you love Asuke so much, you have to think of... Oh wait. You have to think about his future too. Love, correct though. Then it's better if I don't teach you, right? You understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. Just as he was thinking of a line on his reassuring childhood friend, I was no longer able to learn from her. Then Nagami came close to me and whispered, Besides, it's fun to watch you painting while studying. It would be boring if we taught you. That guy. He's definitely not gonna die a good death. Rattle, rattle. I opened a sliding door and went inside. The floor was much larger than my previous high school, and the shelves were covered with books. This is the library on the first floor of the school building. It was completely deserted. Not even a librarian was at the counter. It's a shame that there were so many books here. Well, maybe it's good that I can concentrate better. I decided to study alone after school. I could have gone back to the dorm, but what if Nagami looked at me from behind and said, You don't even know that kind of thing? With just thinking about it made me angry. If I study hard here and show Nagami something... I'd study here and show Nagami something. Plus, I had to make sure Akia wasn't worried that I wouldn't be able to graduate. I opened my textbook and notebook and started reviewing the contents of today's lessons. 1 hour after I started studying, my hand stopped completely. I realized after reviewing it again that the classes at Obsession Academy moved quickly even in the first year. For example, in math, some formulas are learned in the second year at my high school, but here are learned in the first year. In other words, to fully understand the school year classes, I have to relearn the first year classes at this school. This is going to take a long time. But I absolutely don't want to be the only one to repeat the year. I'll relearn it from scratch, even if it takes time. So I tried to look over the textbook again. Rattle. At that moment, the door to the library opened. An hour had passed since I entered, and finally the second user had arrived. It's you again! You green fuck! Oh? There was a girl there, a first-year student who I'd bumped into on the first day of school. She walked over to the counter with a sigh. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Carrying 5 paperback books. Ah, you're also a dumbass. It seems she hasn't noticed me as she was looking down. Oh. Bang, thud. Did she fall over again? As I vaguely followed her movements, she did! She caught her left foot on the corner of the counter and fell to the ground. At the same time, 5 books scattered on the floor. I quickly stood up and approached her. Are you okay? Before I could even look up, she flinched and stepped back, probably surprised that someone other than her was in the library. I'm okay. But looking at me, she quickly tries to gather up the books scattered on the floor. Seems like she's also trying to get away from me quickly. She gathers up one book, then another, but it seems like she can't find the last one and she's getting more and more anxious. Huh? I find a paperback book lying on the floor far away. It seems that when she spilled everything on the floor, one book slipped off and fell away. I glance at her and go pick it up. Is this the book you dropped? When I talk to her, she comes towards me without saying anything and looks flustered. At that moment, I blurt out the title of the paperback book. This is The Two Standing in the Calm. Then she comes right in front of me, and for the first time, she looks me in the eye. You know it? Well, I read it when I was in middle school, and I thought it was pretty interesting. This brings back memories. Before I knew it, her worried look had disappeared, and she was looking at me for sparkle, as if she had just found a friend. Oh no, she's a fucking loser. Yeah, it's interesting. A loud voice reverberated through the quiet library, coming from the girl in front of me. Damn. Yamikawa's charm is definitely the portrayal of men pathology. Portrayal? What kind of pronunciation was that? I really admire her for being able to portray men's emotions so realistically despite being a woman. Fascinating. The close relationship between the heroine and the protagonist in the middle is particularly interesting. And the choice of words in the narrative is really wonderful. And also the work that came before this one. I was just smiling politely at the story of a first-year girl sitting opposite of me, with my notebook and textbook open. The Two Standing in the Calm. It's a romance novel written by a novelist named Teruko Yagi. It hadn't been made into a TV drama or movie, so it's not that well known. Apparently, she's a big fan of Yamikawa Teruko. But although I thought it was interesting, I don't have the same passion as her, so I could only smile politely. And her debut work was also amazing. I can see why I was selected on its first submission. The detailed descriptions and plot development are so fascinating. Finally noticing my expressions, he lowered her face in embarrassment. I'm sorry, I got carried away. No, it's perfectly fine. But I didn't think you typed to talk much, so I was a bit surprised that you talk so much. I'm not good at making friends. I usually don't talk much. But you somehow, I feel like you'd really listen to what I have to say, cause I ain't got a choice. Anyway, you're easy to talk to, so I ended up talking a lot. Do you like novels? Reading rules. Well, like most people, though I don't read that many. If you don't mind, would you read the book I recommend? I know a lot of novels, but I don't have any friends I can recommend them to anyone. When you stay at school all the time, there are limited ways to kill time. So I was thinking about making up a new hobby, and reading might be a good option since you can do it anywhere. Also, I wanted to get along with my juniors, so I nodded to her words. Yeah, introduce me to some. I'm looking forward to it. When I said that, she turned to me with a smile that couldn't hide her happiness. Thank you. I'll look into it. Oh, yeah, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm a first-year student. Kiriga, I still don't pronounce that right. Kiriga Momoko. I'm in the literature club, but there aren't many members. Literature club, huh? I'm Fukai Asuki. I transferred here in April, so I don't know much about the school yet. Nice to meet you. Yep, nice to meet you too. Just after school today, my impression of Momoko had changed from a timid girl to a lively girl who loves reading. school gates will be closing soon. I checked the clock. I was listening to her talk, and before I knew it, it was 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm going home now. Next time I'll bring lots of recommended novels. Make sure you read them. I thought I was supposed to study. Goodbye, Asuke. Goddamn, you're moving fast. Momoko was still smiling at the end as she dogged out the library. I got to know Kiragata Momoko. I don't have any hobbies that I'm too passionate about, so I'm a little jealous that she's in the novels like she is. Even so, I'm honestly happy that I was able to expand my circle of friends. From now on, just making sure I'm recording on my OBSs. Okay. Ooh, desktop leak. I want to get even closer with my first year friend. I feel like I've forgotten something. I look at the notebook and textbook spread out on the desk, untouched from the middle. I'll just have to continue when I get back to my room. Another one! Are you free after school today? No? You're free? Then come right now. By the way, even if you refuse, I'll force you to come. In the noisy classroom, the third-year girl in front of me speaks all at once and tells me what she wants. Who the fuck are these pushy-ass students? I know her vaguely. I think she's the student council president of Obsession Academy. But until early May, I'd never had any deep interaction with her. What would you want with me? Well, I'm going to the library after school. I told you, I would take you by force. Right? Where's your nose? You have to understand what a senior is saying the first time. Come on, let's go. She grabs my hand while I'm sitting on the chair, makes me stand up and starts walking. What are you doing? It seems like she really is trying to take me by force. I try to shake her off, but I can't. Weak ass. Even though she's a senior, how can such thin arms have so much strength? Being pulled by my senior, I left the classroom and made my way down the hallway. All the while, students passing by stared at me and whispered things to me. I don't know why, but something happens periodically that makes me stand out in a bad way. I gave up on resisting at this point and let a power take me down the hallway. Oh, we've arrived. I was eventually taken to a classroom with a sign saying student council room. I'm on the student council? Oh no, wait, I'm gonna be counseled. Fuck. The student council president let go of the door and opened it with a rattle. Come on in. Then she pointed to the inside of the classroom with my right hand. Pointed with your hand, that is... Okay. For a moment, I considered running away. But her eyes seemed to say, I'll follow you wherever you go until you get in here. So I gave up and decided to go inside. In manga and other things, the council rooms are often much larger than others and have nice interiors, but... Well, that wasn't the case. Why is everything so goddamn reflective? The council room was small and contained a long desk, a computer, and a pot and teacup that looked like personal belongings. Well, well, feel free to sit down. After the student council president confirmed that I had entered, she sat down on one of the two chairs. With her long black hair and mature vibe, I thought she was quite picturesque just sitting down. That is, if she hadn't been so forceful earlier. Well then, excuse me. I still don't know why she called me, but I decided to sit down on the chair for now. So, transfer student Fukai Asuke. Do you know me? Of course. Transfer students are rare at this school. There are probably very few people who don't know you. Oh, you may know this, but I'm Kurosawa Shion, the student council president of Obsession Academy. Nice to meet you. Kurosawa Shion. Come to think of it, I don't know your name. Kurosawa... I'm not saying that. Shion is fine. I like my name. I like being called by my first name. So, Shion, why did you force me to come here? It's simple. Can you be the assistant student council president? Fuck, no. I thought this guy was ass at his studies. He's being forced so much bullshit now. Huh? The student council assistant. Well, in other words, you could say the vice president. Until last year there was another person, but
He quit. It's hard to be alone, so I'm looking for someone new.
It was so sudden that I was stunned. Assistant to the student council president. I wasn't in the student council or in middle school or anything. I'm not particularly good at it. Why me? Well, I'm not good at that sort of thing. I'm too busy studying, so I try to refuse for the time being, but Shion interrupts me and starts talking.
Oh no, you don't have to bother to reply, because there's no way you're gonna refuse such an amazing offer.
No, I'm not gonna do...
Well, just in case, if you say you won't do it, I might go to your classroom again tomorrow and continue to persuade you. But I'm sure you'd agree, so there's no need to worry.
I was asked to join a lot of clubs, but I wasn't interested in any of them. And when I refused, everyone gave up right away. But Shion would definitely ask me again tomorrow, the day after, and even after a month had passed. She was smiling, but her expression made me feel certain. I sighed. I get it. I'll join the student council. There's no point in continuing anymore. My mind stopped resisting. Shion's expression suddenly brightened up as she stood up.
I knew you would say that! Sorry for calling you out so suddenly.
Well, it's probably a bit inconvenient to be told to work right away, so
you can go home for today. Here's my contact information. Please make sure you register them properly. I'll be counting on you from tomorrow, Assistant Fukai.
Rattles. So now that the cast has been introduced, either things are going to continue like this for the next hour or so, or someone's going to die.